Hi, I'm Dan Danford. We do a series of podcasts on finances called Money Made Easy for DadsDivorce.com. Our question from a viewer of the website this week is fairly standard, and I hear it all the time. I've bounced around jobs the past couple of years trying to stay afloat in this economy. I'm worried about my 401k though, because I've put money into my 401k with a couple of different companies. How can I get all my contributions rolled over and into one account? What's the process? Will I be taxed for rolling it over? Most financial advisors have a big book of business that comes from IRA rollover type accounts. Very standard and, believe it or not, fairly simple. No income taxes due at all if you roll the money from your 401k into what's called an IRA rollover account. Now, most people are familiar with IRA accounts and know about the annual contribution limits and income limits and all those kinds of things that go along with it. But a rollover account is different. An IRA rollover account is set up to accept a rollover distribution from retirement plans. Basically 401k, pension, profit sharing, even defined benefit pensions that pay lump sum benefit. And there's no limit on the account. So believe it or not, I have some clients with $1 million IRA accounts. It's just money that came out of retirement plans, and they're able to roll it into this account for maximum flexibility. So no taxes due. You actually paid taxes on the money as you take it out of the IRA rollover and spend it. But that's a future consideration. So great way to preserve the tax-deferred nature of that money that was in your 401k. And the process is very simple. Virtually any brokerage firm, mutual fund company, bank account can set up an IRA rollover account for you. And the paperwork is very simple. Any one of those can sit down with you and help you fill out the paperwork to set up the account. And then the next step is for your 401k plan. You fill out forms for them telling them where to send the money. Okay, so first step is set up this IRA rollover account. The second step is tell your plan administrator through their forms where to send the money. Now, the real critical question here is how much help do you need? I mean, from banks to brokers to mutual funds, there are just hundreds of options out there for your IRA rollover account. If you're someone who really doesn't know very much about investing, then probably some full-service approach makes the most sense. That's where you work with an advisor or with a broker to manage that money. And it's probably a little higher cost than you could do on your own, but the other part of that is it's higher service too. These people can help you make decisions that you might not be able to make on your own. So it becomes an important issue. On the other hand, if you're pretty sophisticated and you don't need much help, then you can go the true do-it-yourself route, which means you set up with maybe a no-load mutual fund family or a discount brokerage firm. You have the money sent there, and then you can choose the investments on your own. It's low cost, but it's also low service. Now, the last thing, or one of the last things I recommend, is that you find whoever's going to hold that money, whether it's a brokerage firm, a bank, a mutual fund company. I recommend that you find one with maximum flexibility. We often recommend Schwab to our clients, but there are other brokerage firms that are similar to that offer lower costs and also offer maximum flexibility. What most people don't realize is that these brokerage firms today can offer virtually any kind of investment. So if you want to buy individual stocks or individual bonds or individual treasury securities, or maybe you want mutual funds and you have a family of funds that you like and you'd like to be able to use those, or even if you'd like to put your money in bank certificates of deposit where they have FDIC protection and guaranteed returns, those are all available through a single IRA rollover account. You just need to find somebody that will allow you to do that. And I think it makes the most sense. Even somebody with a very large IRA rollover account, the biggest safety issue for people with retirement accounts is diversification. You need to have a lot of different things in your account. And that's what, an advisor or broker will probably help you do. But there's real value in having all those different things at one place. You get the protection and the safety from diversification, but you also get the convenience and simplicity of having it one place. Now, the last thing I usually recommend is once you choose that place for your IRA rollover account, then consider putting your other investment and savings accounts at that place as well. So you'll have this IRA rollover account, but you may also have a joint account with checking privileges, or you may have other kinds of accounts, maybe an IRA rollover account for your spouse. But it just makes your life easier to have it in one place where you get one set of statements every month and you get one set of tax forms at the end of the year. So really the solution for multiple 401k plans is to roll them into a single IRA rollover account someplace that provides you with the level of service and the kinds of products that make the most sense for your situation. It's really easy to do, and there are a lot of people out there that can help you do that. Hey, that's it for this week's Money Made Easy. We'll see you next week. Thanks.